Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to go over a few things about the state presentation. I just want all of you to know that the state presentation will be due on Friday, May 14th. So that is about 12 days from now. And what you'll be doing is after you finish that report, you'll be sharing it to your teacher, and then that following Monday, which is the 17th, Monday, May 17th, you will be presenting it to the whole class. So you want to do a really nice job going above and beyond to show your students and your teachers what you know. So today we will review how to take notes. We'll review the resources that we found and show you how to do a Google search. We will show a few examples of taking notes and paraphrasing so you can add to the slideshow. And Miss Dixon is going to show you some of my examples that I'm doing. Remember, I'm doing Iowa. Here we go. So here were the resources that we were using last week. And also we use some of them and the ones that we recommend for you to do. And here are some more. And then if you recall, when we're doing a Google search, let's say you need to find out about the agriculture in your state. Well, what Miss Dixon did was I did Iowa agriculture just for kids. And it gave me a lot of information about the agriculture in Iowa, and it was reading material that was at a 10 to 14-year-old reading level. Sometimes if you do just Iowa agriculture and you Google search that, will give you things that are a higher reading level, which is harder for us to understand. All right, so Miss Dixon put in Iowa. So my state digital report is Iowa. The capital city is Des Moines, and this report is done by Tisha Dixon. I want you to know that I'm going to show you in just a moment how I took notes. Remember, when I was taking notes, I was recording the key words and phrases. I didn't use my highlighter because I was using an online resource. My purpose. So I had my driving question, what I was trying to find out, because then I didn't have to record everything, just enough to answer my driving question. Remember, after you do your notes, then you'll be paraphrasing. Just use your notes. You can add synonyms to make it more interesting. You'll be making sentences, and you'll be telling your readers what you are reporting. Also, very important, you are not allowed to plagiarize or paraphrase. You cannot copy the work of someone else's resource unless you put it in quotation marks and you note your source. But we're not going to be having to do a lot of that. We're mostly just going to be paraphrasing, putting our notes into our own words. So Miss Dixon ended up using the resource here called States, and it was actually Ducksters. So I clicked on that. I read a little bit about agriculture. I'm not going to show you that, but I think you saw it last week actually. The notes that I took are the agriculture in Iowa. They produce a lot of corn, soybeans, hogs, and cattle. So that's what I found out about the agriculture. Now I'm going to paraphrase that and put it into my own words. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Here's the agriculture, and I put in a complete sentence, Iowa's main agriculture products are corn, soybeans, hogs, and cattle. So that one was very informational, and I was able to paraphrase my notes and make it into a complete sentence. That's what I would like you to do for manufacturing, landforms, and waterways. Complete sentences, not just your notes, or we'll ask you to redo it. Then I went actually to the same website I found. They had a listing of the state motto, state nickname, state flower, state tree, state bird, and state animal. So that was actually a really good resource that I used. But the state motto, and that's just what they believe in. Our liberties we prize, and our rights we will maintain. Then I found out the state nickname is the Hawkeye State. It's called the Hawkeye State. And I found out from that it's called the Hawkeye State because that is they have a lot of, well, first of all, they have a lot of hawks in their state, but they also have a sports team, a college sports team, and they are named the Hawkeyes. So that's that part. You can find the rest of the information. Then I did some note taking on one famous person, and I'm just going to show you how I paraphrased it and put it into a complete sentence. And here is Johnny. So I put that in there because Johnny Carson was a late night entertainer on television. He was born in 1925 in Corning, Iowa. So the reason I did, and here is Johnny, on the late night show that maybe you've never even heard of before, but Miss Dixon has, that's what they used to say when they introduced him. And he'd walk onto the stage. They'd say, and here is Johnny. So that's kind of what he was known for. But he was born in Iowa. So then I would be listing 2 other famous people that were born in Iowa. Then I'd be talking to you about the different landmarks. I wouldn't just list it. I would take notes on the landmark, and then I would paraphrase it. And also different events that happen in Iowa. And remember, I told you, and I haven't done it yet, I was going to do a little bit more research on the state fair. And I was going to add that information in and write complete sentences. Then the last thing that you're going to need to do is either draw, remember, your state and add the major landmarks, cities, and rivers, or you can use your technology and you can insert the Iowa state, and then you can add the major landmark cities and rivers. You will have to decide. So if you have any questions throughout this project, once again, that is due on May 14th. Please do not hesitate to ask your teachers about anything because I know they'll be able to help you. Enjoy this. I hope you learn a lot about your state, and we're really looking forward to learning from each other. Have a great day and listen to your teacher for directions.